For hockey fans, wearing a jersey to support your team for the big game is a time-honored ritual. But how Canadian is your Montreal Canadiens jersey? Well, it turns out quite a bit of it is, at least for now.
These jerseys are made here in Quebec in Sainte-Hyacinthe, and they have been for 50 years.
Mike Quinn is the VP of Sales for SP Apparel. Every NHL jersey that's hit the ice since 1975 has come from them. Unlike the replica jerseys, which come from overseas, he showed us how the game jerseys are made.
It's not like a mass production line.
The yarn is imported from the USA. It's then spun into fabric on site. The fabric is then split and finished in a multi-million-dollar machine. Some designs require sublamination, basically a mega printer. Then everything is cut. A typical NHL jersey is around 100 separate pieces that are all stitched together by hand. The logos come pre-made from China. They are pressed into place, then secured by a worker with stitches. The last step is quality control before packing and shipping.
From beginning to end, right? It's being made here. We're very proud of that.
But being made in Canada comes with a price.
The labor is the big component because you're paying Canadian dollars, you're paying Canadian labor rates. An authentic pro Canadiens jersey on NHL Shop, run by the American company Fanatics, which holds the contract to all NHL merchandising, starts at $499 plus tax. If you want to add a player's name and number onto the jersey, it's almost $600 plus tax. What's more, with 25 of the NHL's 32 teams based in the US, nearly 80% of everything made for the league in Sainte-Hyacinthe could be hit with tariffs. A 25% increase in the cost of a jersey to a Fanatics. That's a big number, right? On top of everything they're paying to play, to have their brand in the NHL. So could that mean that they look down the line to find alternative solutions? They probably will.
Trump all along said, we want those jobs to come back to the US like they were in the 1970s and 1980s. And this is one of those things that's easily mobile.
We are vulnerable because the price has a certain elastic, and how long you can stretch the elastic before it clashes in your face. We don't have the capacity to absorb that 25%, and the customer doesn't have the capacity to absorb that 25% increase.
CEO Steve Berard worries about what potentially losing the NHL contract would mean for his 250 employees.
We have a very good relation with the NHL. They really appreciate the product. They really appreciate the fact that it's made in Canada. It totally makes sense, once again. But there's always the elastic that we're talking about.
If they relocate to the US, and there is this wave of patriotism right now, do you decide then that you're going to boycott your Habs jersey, your Oilers jersey? I don't know that this is the type of thing that's going to really make the NHL pause beyond just it's a business decision.
In the end, the NHL doesn't have the final say on where the jerseys are produced. Its partner, Fanatics, does. S&P Apparel says that the company hasn't given it any indication yet that it plans to make a change. Fanatics did not respond to our request for comment.